G'day guys, Peter from Team Low Range 4x4 here, and if you're watching this video, that's because despite my better judgment, I've decided to release this video as bonus content. Yes, bonus content. What could it be? Well, if you've watched the end of my Land Rover Series 3 video, you would have noticed that it said end of part 1. So, where's part 2, you might have said. If you watched that video, of course, that might have passed your mind and would have thought, oh well, instead of part 2, he's called it day 2. But that isn't true. That's what this video is. However, when you're out in the bush and you're recording and everything's going away and astray, all those English words that I don't know how to pronounce, well, this is what it ends up as. And just as a little bit of a bonus for the end of the year, I decided to release it anyway. Done my little tweaking, did what I could. So hopefully you enjoy it, and you know, I'll catch you in the next video. G'day guys, the end of day 1, and I just want to cover a few thoughts of the Land Rover Series 3. Now, that's the first time I've ever seen an old classic Land Rover in the flesh and had the privilege to drive it. Now, if road noise on the KM3s is an issue on a modern day 4-wheel drive, wow. Noise in general is an issue on a Series 3 Land Rover. Fantastic, old school, retro technology at its best, and I enjoyed every moment of it. So, what is happening from now on? Now, I'm about to dive into the kitchen and show you guys what I like to eat when I'm out in the bush. Alright guys, I'm going to be cooking up a wonderful eye fillet. Now, I'm going to be doing eye fillet wraps. Now, if that sounds good to you, that's fantastic. Because at the end of the day, what else can you do when you've got a gas stove as your only means of cooking? All right, so first things first. I know there's oil in the steak, but I'm going to add just a little bit. Just a little drizzle. There we are. Little drizzle to the pan. Now, next, we're going to get our eye fillet out. Now, the wonderful thing about these Coles versions of the eye fillet is generally they have a little flip that you can use to get... So I've just put some onion powder on the steak. Now, it's fantastic as a bit of a marinade. Now, of course, one of the other things I like to put is just a big dab. Just spoon it on there with your finger if you need to, of whole grain mustard. This is a great topper for your steak, and it just soaks in there absolutely wonderfully. Of course, nothing is complete without a little bit of garlic. Now, for me personally, the only kind of garlic I like to have is a bit of garlic butter. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit on, because you don't want to have too many flavors interacting at the same time. And there we are. See, I'm just putting on like a bit of Mercy Valley cheese style. And there we are. And now we're going to let that sit for about anywhere to 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're going to flip it over. Alright, the next step is quite simply, we add our bits and pieces, which is the grilled, delicious bits and pieces of our eye fillet, which you can tear with by hand. Look at that, just comes apart, no problems at all. Now it's your choice. You can add bits and pieces to your liking, of course, but I have something special. I have something that I really want to add, which is very, very simple. And that is, I went to Coles and got myself this. It is oh, look, it's out of focus, but yeah, it's basically a salad kit. When you got a salad kit, you've got all the options. So I'm peeling that back right now. Now, what I want to do is add some feta cheese to the mix. So we put the feta cheese in. We want to add a little bit here and there. Now, also, of course, we have capsicum, we have lettuce, and we want to finish that all up with a little bit of tomato sauce. You can add whatever sauce you want, but I believe tomato sauce is a really good option. So for me, tonight, I fill it with a bit of grilled butter mushrooms, and of course, feta cheese, all on a plate. That sounds pretty damn good to me. So here's a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video tomorrow morning.